This is the Wrong Impact Unleashed.
The following Four Aces production is for mature audiences only. Listener discretion is highly advised.
Spoilers, people. Spoilers. We talking in game here, just to let you know. It's a conversation that you're
Yeah,
dropping in on. We on air. It's 7:01, motherfucker. What's up? What's up? But no, actually, I was gonna comment on that. The one last thing on that, which was that if you listen to Thanos in Infinity War,
Thanos. It ain't got no I in it, bro. There ain't no Thane. It ain't pain. It ain't Bane. That's DC, bro. That's DC.
Anyway. Well, I'll say now, actually, the way I'm saying it is not with an AI in it. It's basically like saying Thanos. Anyway, but no, if you listen to him, he knew that Tony Stark was a threat. Like he says as much in Infinity War in their battle on Titan. Like right before he tries to kill him, when he's like, "You Stark," he's like, "I've always respected you," and he goes into this monologue.
You know me? He's like, "You know me." He's like, "I know of you." Like, and blah blah blah. Yeah. I remember that.
You know,
like, yeah.
You know, I think like Thanos kind of had an idea that if there was anybody from the planet Earth that was really going to have an opportunity to even challenge him, he considered it to be Iron Man. The hell?
But I still get goosebumps every time I see Captain America pick up the hammer. Oh my god!
Oh god, that's still
no. And I thought to myself, I was like, I ain't hyped up for no superheroes. Like, no, it don't matter what movie it is. Like whether it was, the Avengers, original movie or Iron Man or anything. Like I liked Iron Man, and I was happy that we had an actual decent fucking superhero movie out there at that time. So other than the Dark Knight, Batman. I was like, all right, we're on the right track. Let's get away from this Spider-Man bullshit that's happening, and let's go right. So anyway, but then Thor came out, and there was nothing. Captain America, First Avenger, nothing. No excitement. But that motherfucker grabbed the hammer, bro. And I swear to God, I had to ask myself like 2 days after I seen it. I was like, are you racist for being so happy that he can do it?
No,
because it's a white. Like if Black Panther would have done it, I don't know if I would have got. Like I don't know.
Okay, bro.
Like,
now that's where the issue. That's where the issue comes into play. Is the fact that if it had been Black Panther, you wouldn't have been just as happy. Like,
but no. It's I don't know.
All right.
Because like I said, like Black Panther, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, all these fucking Ant-Man, all these independent movies was never excited for any one character. Yeah. Even Black Panther, y'all get excited, motherfucker. That's you people, do it. But like, I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no excitement for any of these characters. But then when he grabbed that hammer, it was like I had to question myself. I was like, wait a minute, bro. Like, out of all these movies and all these characters, that one scene gave you goosebumps. Like seriously, out of all these movies. 22 motherfucking movies, and that's the only scene that I was like, wow, bro. Like, it was The Rock's music hitting and Stone Cold's music. And I see myself now saying, oh, The Rock first. Oh, you're going to put the Black Man first? No, it's just The Rock gives me goosebumps more than Stone Cold does when I hear the music. Like, that's just it. Am I a Stone Cold fan more than I am The Rock? Yes, but the differences are there. You know what I'm saying? Like in the emotion that I feel when shit happens. I think if Stone Cold and The Rock never had their feud, I wouldn't like The Rock as much. You know what I mean? Like because I was a Stone Cold guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had that like 2 days later. I was like, man, wait, that's kind of racist. like just
Well, no,
the
actually,
opening white boy grabs a hammer and you like it more than anything else in 22 films.
My brother, can I tell you why it's not racist? It's not racist because I got fucking goosebumps when that white boy picked up that fucking hammer and when he used the lightning, I felt the lightning. I felt the bolts go through my body, dude.
Fucking Thanos and then fucked him up. Yeah, bro.
You gonna tell me that not only can this white boy lift the hammer with no problem, now he can use the power of Thor, even though that's in the poem or whatever, the chant that's said about the, so whoever would hold this hammer, should have the power of Thor. But it was just impressive. And then I'll tell you what kind of bookend and made it the perfect scene was Thor's reaction.
Yeah, Thor going,
I knew it.
I knew it. Because he done been depressed the whole time, and you only had a couple of light moments with him.
Yeah.
When he cut Thanos' head, he kind of smiled a little bit and went back into, motherfucking shit. And then, but when he said, "Oh, I knew it," like Thor lit up, like his glow was back.
Well, and also, if you remember back in what was it, not Civil War, Age of Ultron, when everybody was trying to lift the hammer and Cap moved it by a half inch.
The table moved. Like that table was connected to it, so the table moved. It didn't move, the table moved. But everything moved, so Thor was like, wait a minute. He had that moment like, whoa, hold on. And then he smiled when it couldn't happen. He was all happy about it. But it was a good throwback to that moment. Plus, I don't know, just Captain America himself, the motherfucker's pure anyway.
Yeah.
He's gonna do the right thing. He's gonna hold the door open for the lady. He's gonna, stop. He's gonna do whatever he's got to do in the name of right, and that's what the hammer's all about.
I read an article.
7:07. We 7 minutes in. We talking here.
It's okay. No, but I was reading an article a few days back actually about the final scenes and how a lot of them were taken directly from the comic book, like the battle between Thor and Captain America, or not Thor, but Thanos and Captain America, or Thanos and Captain America. Between those two, literally a lot of those scenes were ripped directly from the comic book. And that's what makes the movie as a whole so fucking beautiful. Is there's so much throwback. There was throwback that I didn't even catch until I saw a GIF 7 days later after I saw the movie. The scene when Cap gets up when when Thanos breaks the shield, and Cap's yeah, fuck it, let's go. And then you hear Sam in his ear. And you hear Sam say, "On your left."
Yeah.
My brain didn't even throw me back to Captain America, to the Winter Soldier movie.
Around the pond. Yeah.
Yeah. My brain didn't even throw me back there, but I saw the gift and it instantaneously flashed me back to that moment.
To the pond. Yeah. Oh, no. As soon as he said "on your left," I'm like, what? Hold on, what?
Yeah.
I went there, you know what I mean? Because I remember he was like, "Left, on your left. Left, on your left." It was like, man, how fast are you? Blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up, Falcon.
You the new.
Shut the fuck up with your Captain America.
That was one of the most beautiful moments in that movie.
Yeah. Is the black people proud they Captain America now?
I think it was. I think it was very impactful of Marvel to pass that on to Sam instead of Bucky, like a lot of us thought they were going to.
Well, check this out. Motherfucker, I went to the theater, right? And seen Infinity War.
Right.
Now, Infinity War, they have the scene where they all show up. Captain America shows up and saves Vision, and then they all go to the motherfucking, armored facility.
Yeah.
It used to be S.H.I.E.L.D., but now is just motherfucking the Avengers facility, basically, that Rhodey's running, right?
Right.
Okay, so you have in the same room at the same time Falcon, which is a black superhero, a predominantly black superhero that has been featured in many movies. Okay, you have Rhodey, which has been played by 2 black people in the movie universe, and are predominant in many movies. Okay, then right after that scene ends with Rhodey saying, "Hey, we gotta find somebody that has the technology to get Vision Stone out or whatever, blah blah blah." And Captain America goes, "I know a place." And then Wakanda pops up on the motherfucking screen, and the whole goddamn theater goes crazy. Motherfuckers, Wakanda is fake. It's not a real place. It's not a real people, actually. So you had 2 predominantly black superheroes that your ass could have cheered for, but then you gonna cheer for a fake fucking place. It wasn't even Black Panther on the screen. It was just a field. A field of lion running over there trying to eat a gazelle.
Let me go ahead and present the other side of that in the fact that
I ain't done. And y'all didn't stop cheering to the end of the movie. What the fuck is wrong with it? No. I'm just playing.
Look, man, bottom line is this. Black Panther and Wakanda represents, how do you say this?
I understand. I was just trying to be funny.
Yeah,
I know. I understand.
And you were hella funny on that. But represents the African in all of us, including yourself, my brother. It represents the African in you, too.
No, that's where we supposedly came from. I don't know. They tell me the earth is round and the moon actually goes around us and we go around the sun and all this. I don't know if any of this shit is really true, but yeah, that's what they say.
Well, the story has it that the area of Pangea that eventually became Africa is where life began.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they say. Yeah. So that's what I believe until otherwise.
Otherwise shown. Okay.
So yes, technically yes, I am African American.
I'll tell you how. As much as you already know, I'll tell you one more moment that proves that representation matters. My now 74-year-old mother, when Black Panther walked out of the thing after the captain on your left, leaned over to me and said, and crossed her arms and said, "Wakanda forever." That woman, And I'll never forget, we was at Walgreens on May the 4th, and some girl said, "May the 4th be with you." And my mom leaned over to her and said, "Wakanda forever." I was like, "No, Mom, wrong movie. Wrong movie, Mom." She's talking Star Wars, Mom. It's okay. Mom ready to say Wakanda forever to everybody. Like, Wakanda forever.
Hey, that's what's up, though. That's what's up. I ain't
even
trying
Chadwick
to say
Boseman talking about Wakanda sometimes.
I just seen the hilarious in it that you just had 2 black superheroes talking in a conversation, and y'all cheering for them. But then as soon as y'all flip over to Black Panther, y'all was happy. Like,
there's been multiple arguments about the fact
in this.
is that characters like War Machine and Rhodey have existed, and what was the other one?
They've always been secondary. I ain't gonna lie.
And Falcon have existed, but they've been been secondary characters.
That's why I said in my little rant was predominantly featured.
Because if you think about it, there was huge thing made about. Well, I think the huger deal was just being made of the fact that Black Panther was black from top to bottom. Like, there were 2 white people in the movie, but the grip, the producer, the executive producer, all black except for the 2 white dudes sitting at Marvel that paid for it all.
Killed a white lady and a whole bunch of white people in the museum, and then they even killed the white robber guy that helped them kill the other white people.
Yeah, true.
I don't think anybody but the uncle of Black Panther actually died. That's the only black person that died, other than the war. Other than the war, like when they had, of course, people died.
Yeah.
Nah, technically, we don't know if he died. He said, "Yeah, I don't want your help and your medical help and all that," and he slumped over. But we didn't see him take his last breath, technically. So, Kevin,
okay, fair enough.
We could possibly see him in the future. We could possibly see him come back.
There's going to be a Black Panther 2.
Funeral, burial, or a motherfucking bonfire or anything, symbolizing true death. So,
true.
with movies and the way that them motherfuckers are, they could probably pull him back because Michael B. Jordan is, a fan favorite of most women and all them gay dudes. So
all them gay dudes.
He's cool and all. Like, I accept him, but I ain't trying to get with him.
So we'll start here. Well, you guys want more of that talk? We're gonna be doing. I know I keep talking about, but we're gonna be doing a roundtable eventually.
Was the FU Wrestling podcast, as in fuck you wrestling. We're gonna talk whatever we want. And now we are welcome to the Raw Impact Unleashed, everybody.
All right, y'all. So it looks like this wild card thing is basically about to make us one unified company. My guess is by SummerSlam.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on, Wilbur. Wait. Whoa. Now, okay, I understand. Check this out. Fuck you, WWE, first off. Let me get that out there. Just fuck you right up your fucking asshole, Vince McMahon. You senile, decrepit son of a bitch.
I want to see Hulk Hogan get out there.
No.
Hogan's a money maker. He's a draw.
No shit. He's always cashed in. Fucking okay. All right. So WWE,
Hogan's too old now.
Kevin's been telling you this shit for about a month and a half to 2 months that you're just gonna fucking deplete yourself of any brandage, and everything's gonna be fucking united and universal and just fuck you. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be fuck you. And I see it happening slowly. And I'm okay with everything being unified. Like, Becky's got 2 belts right now. Becky, 2 belts. She is the unified champion as we speak. Plain and simple. You cannot take that away. She is the unified champion. She has both belts until Money in the Bank or whenever she loses one or the other. She is a unified champion. So, with that said, I got a problem with it. Because there are brand splits. As long as the brands are split, which Kevin's been like, they're going to unify all the titles and all that and keep the split. Remember? You said that. It was like, it's going to stay the same, but it's just going to, I see them just unifying all the belts. It was all about the belts.
That was my first stage, yes.
Yes, I hate that. And Becky Lynch was the first stage of your first stage, goddammit. And I hate it because, like, don't give me stages. Don't give me this. Don't give me that. Give me one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Either give me brands or give me a unified fucking front. Okay?
Yeah.
This bullshit in between shit, and then you give me this superstar shakeup, and then a week later you throw in the wild card bullshit where 3 people. Wait, 4 people? 4 people because Lars showed up too.
Lars can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Puppies, I understand you're upset about this as well, but let me talk and then I'll let you talk. Okay, puppies? Okay, thank you. Fucking, it turns into that 4-man bullshit swing or whatever. Okay, that negates everything about the superstar shakeup. And plus, it negates everything about a brand split overall. So, why have a fucking brand split and fucking 12,000 titles if it's all going to be one unified company, unify all the belts? And I agree with the unification there. I don't agree with the unification with it still a split brand.
Because if there's anybody that loves to play the long game, it's Vince McMahon, especially recently.
I know, and I hope he dies before the brands come back together, just so we can get some fresh shit going.
Because real talk, dude,
man, but just like my dead homies, you ain't getting a splash of beer, bro. You had your time. You had your time to drink. This is my beer now.
And see, here's the thing with me is that I agree with you completely. If you're going to unify the brands, unify the fucking belts. That's fine by me. But here's what has me so sure, or has had me thinking, is, of course, remember when my prediction came true about the belts, the women's belts at WrestleMania. Which, by the way, when I initially made that prediction, I had no sources. I was fucking taking a shot in the fucking dark that at some point somebody, or what was it? At first, I had said at some point the other belt was going to get added, and and then when Charlotte won the belt, I was like, "Yep, here we go. Next, they're going to announce it's going to be all in." And the next week, they did that. I had a streak of good luck of being able to guess exactly what they were doing.
You was talking them into it. That's what it was.
It sounds like it.
To the universe, you was putting it out in the universe, and it was like, Kevin, we don't pay you, but hey, that's better than what our writers came up with last Tuesday. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And then, I would say I cussed you for months, bro.
The tease of the unification right after WrestleMania when Kofi won his belt, the all-for-one match between Kofi and Seth that was interrupted by the bar.
Yes, even that. I was pissed off. Remember
I remember.
Then I called you and I'd be like, don't motherfucking give away the main event.
Yeah.
You know, in a promo of a celebration. The next day I was like, man, fuck this unification. Fuck that shit. I know Kofi's winning, so he ain't losing this fucking shit. Yep. So this some bullshit, man. Yeah. Like, okay, don't slow roll me. Okay, check this out. This is what you do. Becky Lynch, unified belts. Boom, WrestleMania. Next week, we don't do the superstar shakeup. What we do is a motherfucking maybe a U.S. tournament and a intercontinental tournament, and shake it up there. Throw Finn Balor over to SmackDown with a intercontinental or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like mix it a little bit, get your tournaments going for your belts. That's the shake up, right?
Okay.
Right. Okay. So you got your mid card belts working there. Then you throw in a shake up the next week. Or even the next day on SmackDown, you throw in a shakeup for the tag team championships. And this tournament gets you that opportunity at the next pay-per-view to get that belt. And then that belt goes on to hopefully Night of Champions. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted to throw that pay-per-view back in, and then we could unify that shit all in one night. You can unify your tag team. You can unify your women's belt or what, that's already unified. You can unify whatever belts you want. You can still have the WWE belt and Universal belt like you used to have the World Championship belt and the WWE belt.
Yeah.
You can have those both if you want. Those are cool. You know what I'm saying?
Option C, as far as I'm concerned, is that we won't unify the top belts. But see, I don't see, here's the thing about it. Here's where I don't like the unification. I don't like the unification of the U.S. and the Intercontinental belt.
No. Like, not there for the WWE and Universal, but the tag team and the women's belt.
Yes.
I mean, if you're already going to have a woman holding both belts, you might as well go ahead and have one belt and have the shows combined. Put the shows together. Don't have separate brands.
And it's basically the same shit that they did when they slow rolled the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship together when Daniel Bryan won it.
Yeah. It's the same bullshit. Yeah. And it's the same bullshit when Chris Jericho did it. Chris Jericho was the first unified World Heavyweight Champion, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, whatever you want to call it, in the world. And then they waited till Triple H actually motherfucking won the belts. And then Triple H lost the belts to Brock Lesnar. Then they gave Brock Lesnar the actual new one belt. Triple H had two belts and Jericho had two belts, but it was quick. From Triple H to Lesnar. From Jericho to Lesnar was really quick. Triple H was real quick switcheroo because Jericho and Lesnar actually had real heat in real life. So Jericho dropped it to Triple H and Triple H dropped it to Lesnar instead of Jericho dropping it to Lesnar. And then Lesnar actually held that Universal Championship title, the actual belt, the one belt. That's when they introduced that. Don't give me this slow ass roll shit.
But it looks like that's what they giving us, man.
Yeah, but that's not what I want. Put that shit together, present your new belts, show me what's going down.
But further evidence was watching the Usos compete for the SmackDown tag team title.
See, look, I think, okay, check this out. This is my mind frame in the Universal and the WWE title, right? WWE title is your very first top dollar main title. That's your legendary title that's been there since WWF. You know what I'm saying? Since
That's the one that holds all the history.
Exactly. That's your prestige right there. That's your main championship. The Universal title is your second championship only because it is the People's Championship. The Universe, the WWE
Universe, yeah,
should be second in line. You know what I'm saying? Your superstars are first in line, then your motherfucking fan base is second.
Yeah.
You gotta have talent, then you gotta have the fans to make money. You know what I'm saying? Those are your two. So the Universal Championship, in my eyes, should be second. That's the fans belt. That's that second tier. Yeah. Then you have either or tag team, and then you have Intercontinental US and so on like that. You know, the women's belt. You know, and I hate to put the women's belt so low. It's just not been around that long. You know what I'm saying? Like even when we go back to the original women's belt, there was a man's belt there, you know, for 70 years before. And I know that's no offense to women. Women weren't accepted, you know, in certain times.
Women's belt matters, but it's just a matter of that. Yeah, and when it comes to tiers,
in the lineage of it, that it falls right under the tag team belt, or even with tag team belt. Even though there's more hype on tag teams, you know, in that type of wrestling and all that, yes, that skill is top notch, you know, in that genre of wrestling, if we want to say it a genre. But women should be there, or Intercontinental or US, you know, they should be in that area
tier,
of thing.
In that tier too. In that tier too.
But yeah, the Universal will always be that second belt to me, and the People's Championship belt. Yeah. Like, if The Rock was to win the Universal Champion, it'd be like, I'm holding the Universal Champion. I am the People's Champ. I'll be like, you right, bro. You right. Like, if you was holding any other belt, you would be wrong. But if you was holding that belt, you're right. That's the People's belt. Yeah.
Well, let's give a big round of applause right quick since we talking about wrestling finally to one Mr. Kofi Kingston, who successfully defended his belt on not only Raw but on SmackDown too. Yep.
You say back to back, and then next week's gonna be back to back to back to back.
Oh, back to back. Well, if it keeps going, go on with your bad self, Kofi. Be that workhorse.
Hey, you win one, you just won. Yep. You win two, all right now, but you win three. You know what that's called? That's a winning streak.
Yeah. I'm all for
the New Day, a.k.a. Kofi, is on a winning streak right now, ladies and gentlemen. He won WrestleMania. He fucking defended that shit against Daniel Bryan. He whooped somebody else's ass, and then he whooped somebody else's ass. And then he whooped somebody else.
and AJ Styles on SmackDown.
There you go. There you go. I was like, I couldn't remember. I know they was top guys, and I like both of them. You know, I just couldn't remember exactly. You know, and it's not that the matches wasn't good. I'm drunk, so fuck y'all.
Well, no, but that's also, once again, that's further evidence of what I was talking about the unification. Is why have AJ Styles, a Raw competitor, on SmackDown competing for,
yes, and vice versa,
and vice versa.
The tease with Rollins 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, night after Mania, whatever it was. Fuck you. I see it coming, Kevin. Don't worry. Don't worry. Like, all the evidence is there, and I see it coming. I don't want it to happen unless they connect everything.
Yeah. Like,
no more brand splits. You know.
But I'm thinking that's where we're headed. I think by August, that's where we'll be. It will be no more brand split.
What I would like is to have a couple of people that only stay on Raw and a couple of people that only stay on SmackDown.
Yeah,
like you only see them there. And then,
would you be opposed to a champions?
You know, I'm fuck you. I'm SmackDown blood. You know what I'm saying? And fuck you. I'm Raw forever. You know, and all that type of shit, so they can have these clashes in these dual fucking produced pay-per-views that should be just a fucking one show instead of two shows. We gotta watch two different shows in one show. What the fuck is this?
Would you be opposed to
our pay-per-views are two shows in one show right now?
Right. But would you be opposed to a champions rule? Meaning like like they did back in the day, where the champions could cross brands, but everybody else was stuck on whatever brand they were put on.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I'd rather it be just one whole brand instead of a split brand and people jumping back and forth. Like I would like, the
But
brands to
that puts the shine on
be
your champions,
ones.
right?
No, you know what puts the shine on the champions? The fucking match that they perform in. That's what puts the shine
Fair
on the
enough.
champions. That's what for me. Now I do have to admit, when they unveiled Kofi's belt, that motherfucker was shiny. And every time I see this since, that motherfucker keeps it shiny. So
Yeah,
he's like, no fingerprints, no nothing. This motherfucker's gonna glisten. It's my baby.
You know he takes care of it, bro. You know he takes care of it.
Grasso and a rag just for that motherfucker. I know.
Yep.
But yeah, no, every time, since it was unveiled from that fucking wood championship, that fucking customary trophy award Daniel Bryan was wearing, it's cool to put up on your mantle, but it ain't cool to walk around with.
I got a name for the new tag team champions.
Who's the new tag team champions?
Recycle Inc.
Oh, Recycle Inc.
Daniel Bryan and Rowan, Recycle Inc. The Trash Brothers.
Nah, man. Nah. I'd rather call them something like Green Machines or something like that. Sporty shit like that. Give them. It's the Green Vikings, let's fuck them. It's the Green Experience.
Okay, so let me set this up for you. So till Tuesday night, we're watching the early edition of SmackDown, right?
It's the double E, Eco Experience.
There you go. And Shane McMahon comes out, and Shane McMahon's like, I'm gonna decide who's gonna be the new tag team champions. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And Shane McMahon comes out and goes, he's like, we're gonna decide who's new tag team champions. Daniel Bryan's music hits, and I say to myself, fuck no, they're not about to just hand this nigga the tag team titles after he lost the WWE title. So here comes Daniel Bryan stroking out to the ring. All of a sudden, my phone rings. Here's Cole. What the fuck is going on? I guess
fuck it. I was like, fuck this shit, man. Fuck this shit. My back hurts. I'm in pain. I smoke 4 joints and I'm still hurting. Fuck this motherfucker. They better not. And then what happened?
The Usos came out.
Hey, at least they earned the shit. At least they, went to the fucking crazy ass match with the Usos to earn the shit. But yeah, just handling the shit, I was just like that. Just like we was talking on the phone, man. I was like, man, glad somebody at least came the fuck out because it's some bullshit. And the Usos was like, this some bullshit.
But what was hilarious to me was I had just said that right when you called me. I had just been like, oh no, the fuck they aren't. And then all of a sudden my phone rings and you like, no, the fuck they aren't. I was like, glad somebody agrees.
Exactly.
I'm thinking exactly the same way.
The text message until some stupid shit be happening. When Vince McMahon's dumb ass is out there, I be calling. When some dumb ass shit with fucking Shane trying to give away some belts, I be calling. When motherfucking Wyatt pops up his little fun house, I be calling.
Oh, bro, Bray Wyatt, them kids, dog, about put me on the floor. They was all just like,
bro,
not a single.
This shit. Bray Wyatt look like he the motherfucker you supposed to protect your kids from. Okay. This motherfucker is the dude with the van and the bag of candy. Okay. I know y'all don't understand this. Let me put this in motherfucking the 2010s terms. Okay. This is the motherfucker with the tablet, the pink tablet with the unicorn on the back. Talking about come play these games, kids, in the van, okay? You don't put your kids around a motherfucker that's like that, ever.
The fucking turkey head ate the rat and told the witch to shut up. Man.
And go back to sleep. Like, shut up, bitch, and go back to sleep. I swear to God, they bleep bitch. I swear to God, that's what he said. Shut up, bitch, and go back to sleep. That's not what he said, but I swear that's what my mind said he said. Shut up, bitch. Go back to sleep. That's what I heard anyway. Like, basically it was like, I just killed a little motherfucker because it was annoying. And bitch, you need to go back to sleep before I kill you too.
No, dude, this
And Bray
nigga said,
was like,
hold up. No, what got me was Bray Wyatt was like, why'd you kill him? He's like, because he tried to turn me over to his homeopathic lifestyle. I was like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? It's a rat. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Ridiculous. And see, what really got me, and it was cool last week, but not this past week, was they played it twice. They played it on Raw, and then they played the same thing on SmackDown. Which they did that, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever you want to call it, And that was cool because that one was actually kind of funny and creepy at the same time. This one was just fucking weird. It wasn't funny. It wasn't really creepy. It was just fucking weird.
And I'll be like this. There was a part of it that was creepy, and there was one part that I'm sorry, it made me laugh. But the looks on those kids' faces when they showed the kids, the first thought that popped up in my head is, what fucking parent let their child be a part of this segment?
Yeah, well, yeah, okay, but also the whole thing for me. Especially the second time I watched it. The first time I was kind of doing other shit, not necessarily like into it. Yeah. But watching SmackDown and it pops up, I'm actually into it. I'm watching it. I'm paying attention. And no, man, it was the whole thing. It wasn't entertaining to me. It wasn't like anything I was looking forward to seeing again. Like the second time I watched through it, I went through it and I was like, this is just fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like even the kids at the end, like all of it was just like this, nah. Like even
I don't understand where you're going with this.
Me over. Like nothing won me over through that whole fucking segment. Like I can't believe they actually like read the script or whatever and then said, okay, do it, and then actually let it go on to live TV twice.
You're getting the same thought from me. No, you're getting the same thought from me.
Hello?
Like, hello? Cole?
Okay, Cole? Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So,
you hear me?
Yeah, no, it just didn't sit well with me. Like, it didn't. Like, I saw it and I'm just like, like, it made me feel bad for Bray Wyatt more than it made me like the character. Like, dude, why are you stuck in this persona?
Exactly, he's playing it to the fullest. Yeah. Like it's not him that's making it. It's just the whole thing, the whole the interaction of killing the fucking little fucking rabbit or chipmunk or whatever the fuck it was from last week to this week. Like that whole thing, that whole scenario, the voices, everything. It wasn't funny. I know it was meant to be funny. I seen the comedy in it,
right?
But it didn't trigger a laugh.
Right.
Yeah, I seen the attempt. I seen where you was trying to go with it. You just didn't quite get there, which most comedians fail at it many, many years until they actually do. So if you got Bray Wyatt writing his shit, which he's doing the voices of everything. Yeah. So if he's doing the voices of fucking everything, maybe y'all need to stop letting him write this shit and actually write some funny shit for him and let him be creepy with your funny shit. How about that?
Like,
because this shit is fucking weird.
I get it that you're trying to shed the eater of world or destroyer of worlds.
I understand what they're fucking doing, but they're doing it wrong.
Exactly. No, and exactly, like just the whole gimmick. I can't even say, like, normally I could say maybe the gimmick could have been done better and it would have been better received like this.
But no, 2 weeks.
But I can't.
2 weeks ago, it was a funny little skit. It was creepy. It was weird, but it was funny. Yeah. It had me going like, oh shit, this motherfucker's done lost his fucking mind even more, and fucking wondering what's going on. And then this shit it bombed. It's like a good comedian being on stage one good night and then the next night doing the same material and the crowd being shit. Well, this time the material was shit instead of the crowd being shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, it fell flat for me. I didn't like it. I'm hoping they do something better next time. I don't mind Bray Wyatt doing the voices of the other shit. You can tell it's him.
Yeah.
You know, just the way he talks, you can tell. You know, just like if I was trying to do some other shit, you would know that's Cole's dumb ass trying to be a fucking chipmunk. You know, like
Yeah.
you know, like my voice is recognizable, but
Right.
fucking the shit. Yeah, they need better writers for that shit. Like that shit fell so fucking flat. But anyway, let's move on to when's he gonna debut? Nobody knows. Red Team go. Red Team go.
I don't know. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about.
I hope this promo bombed so bad that Vince is like, fuck it, just get in the ring and wrestle.
just wrestle. Next week we just gonna put you in the ring, do something. Anyway,
just go out there and whoop this motherfucker's ass. That's all you got to do.
well, we're gonna do something right now and help out some friends, play some quick promos, and then come back. And I want to talk a little bit about an old wrestling family by the name of Atkinson. Atkinson. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Kiss.
Son. Add kiss son. Add kiss on.
If you don't already know who we're talking about.
Boy, I tell you what, these boys was rednecks, blood rednecks. I tell you, they
oh yeah, Texas. Good old American boys. Yes, they were. But you're listening to the Raw Impact Unleashed.
Right here on Spreaker.com for Aces Presents Radio, and also iHeartRadio and Spotify. And if you're on Mars, we're on them tunes. Coming at you.
Man brain. You know you want it. You know you need it. Let me introduce you to our team of audio professionals, 100% committed to giving you the greatest extreme comedy podcast of all time.
What's SPH? I'm so super cute.
Send me your orgasmic release videos.
You can get it rootin'. You can get it tootin'. You can get it doing doughies in your yeet. Mi nombre es Tío Yeti. And you just laugh at little Hank. I ain't gonna pretend I is fresh. But looks like you might like that.
And most importantly, I'm Skullfucker. Raw. Go to manbrainpodcast.com to get orally violated. Manbrain out.
Hello, Radio World. This is K-Double here to let you know about KD5P, K-Double's fifth period music class, a bi-weekly music show here on the 4H's Presents Radio Network, where every other Friday night at 8, I take you on a musical journey through the careers of some of your favorite musical artists. So check me out on Spreaker.com/4H's Presents Radio or on iHeartRadio every other Friday at 8 p.m. on Revolving Door episodes. Peace. KD5P.
Hey guys, this is Venice, and I've got a message from a friend of mine about my favorite podcast.
It's your boy, Flavor Flav, in full effect. Check this out, everybody. I want y'all to go check out TJ.
What's good, everybody? TJ Johnson here for Voice from the Underground. I am the most handsome.
Big Has.
And I'm smoking my cigar, of course.
You know what I'm saying? And Josh.
You pick me up in an Uber and a PT Cruiser, I'm calling Lyft.
Cause they be fighting the power, talking about social issues, politics, you know what I'm saying?
And we're not even that good.
Right, we're terrible. Terrible. Tangents all over the place.
And not only that, but they be keeping it fun with the sports, music, comics, and movies too.
Am I allowed to talk?
I think no, not right now.
Shut up, colonizer!
You know what I'm saying? He on Twitter at VFU Podcast. So you can find them. So check 1, 2. This is Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy.
Okay, what Flav was trying to say is, check out Voice from the Underground on your favorite podcast network.
Voice from the Underground.
Yeah, hold on. What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for listening into that. That was VFU, Dutch and them boys over there at the Voices from the Underground with Flavor Flav all up in their promo. Congratulations, boys, on getting that celebrity voice in there. Flavor Flav. But yeah.
Man, say it, man. It's not racist. It's just a fact. That motherfucker's crispy burnt.
Oh, fuck yeah. Flavor Flav is black. like Flavor Flav, like Draymond Green black. Like, shit.
Like, if you get close enough to him, you will disappear and not exist anymore. Like
black hole.
That's how black that motherfucker
is. But anyway, and another note on them spoilers right now, bro. Just show you how much I don't give a fuck about spoilers. I got the ESPN game cast up at a Warriors game, and it's actually about 3 or 4 plays ahead of the actual game itself. So I actually know what's about to happen on the game before I actually see it. That's how much I don't give a fuck about spoilers.
Boom with y'all spoilers, bitch ass motherfuckers. And check this out. I hope the St. Louis Cardinals spoil the Pittsburgh Pirates right now. The Cardinals is up the middle. Oh, it's a double play. Never mind. Let me stop talking.
Warriors are only down by 1 right now. So
the Pirates just spoiled this because there was a man on third, a man on first for 2 outs, and like it was a 2-1 pitch count, and my dude hit to a double play. So fuck you, St. Louis. Get your shit right.
Just so y'all know, Cole is playing a video game. He is not actually watching the Cardinals game right now.
No. Wait a minute. I am actually watching Cardinals.
Okay.
I am not playing video games right now. My laptop is chill. I'm on my tablet. My other TV is off, and then I got the motherfucking stream on my tower on my big TV, and I got the news over here. So yes, I am legit watching the Cardinals game live.
Right. Well, I'll tell you this: after this game,
I got the MLB TV for free from T-Mobile.
Nice, dude. Cell phone contracts are coming with a lot of good shit nowadays. Like I said, I'm about to get an Amazon Prime contract and another Google OneDrive.
Well, T-Mobile got the T-Mobile Tuesdays. So every Tuesday you got like free movie tickets or $4 movie tickets and free tacos from Taco Bell and all this free shit, right? 10 cents off a gallon of gas, all this bullshit, right? But then they give you like year subscriptions every once in a while, and I got a free year subscription to MLB TV. Nice. So anywhere in the world I'm at, I can watch a baseball game.
Nice.
Unless it's blacked out, like most San Francisco Giants and goddamn Oakland fucking Athletics games.
Yeah, because you can watch that shit on your natural TV.
No. It's on cable.
Oh.
You can watch it on cable, but you can't watch it through the app because it's blacked out. You know, it's a local game,
actually,
and it's supposed to be.
I can watch it
local
because I'm outside of the area far enough. I'm almost 100 miles away from Oakland, so
that's the thing. It depends on where you at in your location of blackouts.
Yeah.
So,
I get Giants games and A's games up here on my Hulu because I'm outside of the blackout range. But I do not get my Warrior games, which pisses me off. But I get Kings games.
Yeah. They like you 5 miles away, man. You can see the Coliseum from your house. Why ain't you watching the game there? I'm like, because I'm lazy and cheap. Okay, fuck you. Give me the game, you motherfuckers.
Anyway, getting back to what we were going to be.
Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, man. The most recent episode. Well, not the most recent episode because they just had a new episode that debuted this past Wednesday. I forget what it was about, but we'll talk about that one later.
Okay, I didn't see that. So we're up to episode 4, right?
Episode 4, which was the Von Erichs. A very storied family, and one family that made me believe in that old song. You remember that old song that dude you sing? If I ain't have bad luck, I ain't have no luck at all.
Yep. I feel that guy. Every 6 months or so, I say that.
Yeah.
And then I have a run of good luck. So I think it's time for me to say it.
There you go. But that family,
this family for sure, bro. For sure.
You know,
no doubt.
Family
some crazy ass hoodoo shit. What's going down?
You know, they are the family of the legendary promoter and wrestler Fitz Von Erich, who created the
Yeah.
Iron Claw.
Yes.
Yeah, we all know that move. I know that move. I remember that move. I forget. Didn't Iron Sheik use that move too?
A
Or
few
some
people
variation
did.
of it? Yeah. But
yeah, it's been used, many times over.
But he was a promoter, and this man had 6 children, 6 boys. Did he have any girls? Were there any female Von Erichs in
Don't think
that?
there was. I think it was all the whole thing was all about the boys.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there actually was a girl or 2 in there, but what I'm thinking is just all boys.
Yeah, and so
all boys
6,
and 5 of them gone.
Yeah, and 5 of them gone, 2 of them at their own hands. Just you listen to the tragic stories, and it was bravo to Viceland. Bravo to Viceland for the way they put together that particular episode, because the story was basically told by, and I know they do this with every episode, but this particular episode, just the people that they chose had particular impact. Like, I remember Jim Cornette and a lot of his interactions with the Von Erichs, like various Von Erichs throughout the years, like watching AWA, watching WCW, watching not WCW, but watching WWF, etc. Like, I remember, that. So you had Jim Cornette, you had Dave Meltzer, who's basically like a pro wrestling historian, and then you had Kevin Von Erich,
the original pro wrestling journalist.
Yeah. And you had Kevin Von Erich, the I believe, not Kevin. It was Kevin, right?
Yeah, it was Kevin. Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah. I believe the youngest of the Von Erich boys. No.
No. He was the oldest, actually, out of. Okay. Let me go back. Okay. So in the documentary, he mentions, like, a quarter of the way through the documentary, he mentions that there was really 6 instead of 5.
Yeah.
And he's not really the oldest. The oldest had died as a young child.
Okay.
Before he was born. He was born. So technically he is the oldest living. But through all the times, he was the second born, and but yeah, he explains that and it's really quick. It's like, there was really 6 of us. He died before I was born, and that's pretty much all he said. Yeah. And then they went on to talking about, Kerry's stuff and fucking Mark. Was it Mark?
I think it was Mark, Kerry.
Mark was the one that died in New Japan.
Yeah.
David. David. Yeah, okay.
David.
Yeah, David, he was the one that had the gastro into whatever it was, where he had, like, ate too much or whatever, and it had fucking ruptured his fucking guts, basically. And he had bled from the inside out. Wasn't an overdose as they was thinking. But yeah, that's a terrible way to die.
Okay, so the brothers were Kerry, Kevin. The father was Fitz.
Kevin's still alive.
Yes, Kevin's the one that's still alive. Let's see. David Von Erich is the one who died in the Tokyo Motel. His firstborn, Jack Jr., was shocked and drowned in a puddle at the age of 6 in 1959.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In 1984, David Von Erich died in a Tokyo hotel room from enteritis. Mike, Chris, and Kerry died of suicide.
Mike,
3.
It was Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
All 3 of his boys.
I thought it was Mark, but it's Mike. My bad. I didn't mean to mess your name up. I was close though.
Wow. Kevin Von Erich is the last surviving son. That just blew my mind.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
so two suicides.
3
a
suicides.
crazy. 3 suicides. Crazy fucking stomach issue or intestine issue that could have been solved before he went to Japan. He was sick before he went to Japan, and his dad said, Von Erichs don't miss our bookings. Yeah. So he got on a plane and went to Japan being sick when he could have went to the doctor and possibly had what they usually say do a fucking hernia.
Yeah.
Hernia surgery where your guts come through your fucking muscles, your ab muscles. That's basically what they do is they cut through your ab muscles and fucking patch up your shit.
Yeah.
You know, and it's basically a hernia surgery, except it's a corrective hernia surgery. So he could have done that and been fine and lived for so many years or whatever. But because his dad was like, Von Erichs don't miss bookings, he jumped on a plane and he went out there and he died 2 days later. So, you know, it's the curse. I think his dad was cursed with some hoodoo.
And somewhere along the way.
And it's like the opposite of the sixth son. Like we was talking about earlier, I was like, it's the opposite of the sixth son. The sixth son of the sixth son of the sixth son is the one. You know what I'm saying? Somebody cursed you and said, hey, you're going to have 6 sons, but you're going to only keep one.
Yep.
They put a hoodoo. And I say hoodoo instead of voodoo because hoodoo is the original African motherfucking voodoo.
Yeah.
Like, that's where voodoo came from. That hoodoo shit, that's some real shit. Voodoo, that's kind of like I'm playing around with some shit. Yep. Hoodoo, though, that shit'll get you.
Hoodoo on the voodoo that you do so well. Like, yeah.
I'm telling you. It got him. It got him. Yep. And yeah, it was definitely one of those, you're going to have 6 boys and you only going to be able to keep one. And that's what happened to his ass. And it's fucking crazy.
And I believe
you can chop it down to that too. You can actually make a movie, a fucking hoodoo movie about this fucking family.
And I believe Fitz.
Yeah, that's where we know him. Yeah. But if they did anything else, if this family was any other type of family, there would already be a movie about this shit. There's some crazy ass spiritual shit and some shit going down. Trust me. If it was any other fucking thing, if it was a family of musicians that this shit had happened to, there would already be a movie about this shit with some crazy ass shit going down.
Oh, wow.
If it was some Hollywood actors and sons and daughters and like the family of actors and shit, there would already be a movie about it.
To anybody,
just because it's wrestling, people don't think it's some crazy shit going on, but
there was some crazy shit with the Von Erich. Now they did. Luckily, their legacy does to an extent live on as Kevin has 2 sons, Eric and Marshall, who are in the wrestling business. I believe I just saw an article. I didn't get a chance to follow up and see that they got signed by Major Elite Wrestling. And Carrie's daughter, Lacey, was a wrestler for TNA for those Impact heads out there.
Yeah, I watched her. I seen her debut and all that.
She was one of the beautiful people.
Good. Yeah, she was really good. I don't take nothing from her. I don't know if she's still out there anywhere. I haven't.
No,
she
retired in 2010, according to her personal page.
Forever, I was gonna say.
So.
But yeah, I remember her stint in TNA. That was actually when I was still actually watching TNA religiously, every week, all the time.
Velvet Sky and Angelina Love are regular parts of your vocabulary.
Yes, they was, man. Like Angelina Love, like she a butterface, but Velvet Sky, fucking Bully Ray, lucky motherfucker. That's all I got to say. You lucky son of a bitch. You better count your fucking blessings every fucking day you wake up. 5 minutes after that, and 5 minutes after that, and 5 minutes after that, and so on and so forth until you take your ass to sleep. You count your motherfucking blessings. Because that shit right there is goddamn beauty, bro.
Yeah, it
beauty.
Is. Yeah, it is. Lucky man. All right, so let's end it on. What's up?
She cool. She a gamer and she into all kind of cool ass shit.
That's what makes her super sexy. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like she a bad body, but she a super cool ass person.
Yeah.
Bully Ray, you lucky bubba. You lucky son of a bitch.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I think we got to wrap this up because I still got to download all my tracks for fucking KD5P tonight. We're doing New Edition, and I got the set list, but I didn't get a chance to download the tracks before we got into the test run for the Skype. So I got to download those tracks. I'm going to be on at 8:30 instead of 8. And yeah, New edition. Listen in. Should be good.
It's that new edition.
Yep. And I'm going to watch the end of this Warriors game, so y'all might hear me jump up and down. Y'all might hear me crying on air. No.
This motherfucker up here, bro. What time you going to wrap up?
Hopefully, it should be by 10, if not earlier. Because I'm going on a half hour later.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, okay. I guess I won't do a V1 then.
Well, nobody goes on at 10 o'clock. You can go on with a V1 if you want.
That's twice, bitches.
What?
I said, fuck you in game spoiler. That don't start twice, bitches. So anyway, yeah, I'll do a V1 either tomorrow or whenever, man. I was planning on doing one tonight, but yeah, I'm not trying to do one real late, so I'm cool.
All right, well then tomorrow, tune back in about a half hour for this new edition, and check us out on the Raw Impact Unleashed Facebook fan page. Check us out at the Raw Impact U on Twitter. You can find your boy Cole and
your Raw Impact U if you're looking for us on Facebook. If you just like you can't find the Raw Impact Unleashed when you type in the Raw Impact Unleashed, type in at the Raw Impact U and the Raw Impact Unleashed should pop up now. I changed that shit around, so
there you go. So check us out, y'all. Check us out next week as we inch closer to Money in the Bank. We got our Money in the Bank predictions next week, and then tune in for me next.
Follow us both on Twitter. You just go to your boy Cole Jones on Twitter and hit that follow, and done deal.
Nah, and then jump over to K double or double K double, and watch that and take care of that.
If you want to. I mean, since you're already on Twitter, following me, you might as well follow him too. He'll follow you back. I probably won't.
I will. Hey man, hey, please, like hook a brother up. I'm like what 50? I'm 50 fucking whatchamacallits away from 2,500 followers.
I don't know, man. I got up to almost 2,000, and I stopped using Twitter, and I'm down to like 1,200 now, maybe 1,000. I don't know. I stopped using it. I lost like 800 motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, they disappear on you quick.
Yeah, because I stopped using Twitter. I tweeted like 3 days ago. I was like, y'all remember when I tweeted all the time?
I saw that one.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. And I didn't even tweet nothing else. Nobody liked it. Nobody tweeted it. Nobody did nothing. I was like, fuck y'all Twitter motherfuckers then. Y'all don't love me. I don't love you. But you can follow me at your boy Cole Jones on Twitter.
We'll see y'all next week. Be easy.
Take it easy.